A man survives a scary fall out of an RV while on the freeway. What he was doing when this accident happened. And a major announcement by the Clippers, the huge event coming to their new arena and the big bucks that's expected to pump into the region. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Adrian Arambulo in for Robin Winston, and this is an unbelievable story of survival. A man is sharing this story from his hospital bed after he was thrown out of a moving RV on the 14 in Newhall. Cordell Patrick tells us that he is a living miracle after what happened Monday. Patrick says his wife fell asleep behind the wheel, and when he ran forward to take control of the vehicle, he was thrown out of the RV and across the median of the 14 freeway.
I was trying to get up. I knew I needed to get up or I was going to die. I tried to stand up. I lifted my right ankle. It was pointed backwards. So there was going to be no walking. So I just started scooting myself to the median.
Patrick suffered broken bones, a bunch of cuts and bruises, but says he is lucky to be alive. Since the pandemic, it can be hard to imagine ever going back into the office 5 days a week. Work trends are continuing to shift with hybrid work appearing to be here to stay. NBC's Christine Romans reports on the future of working from home.
Frank, could you mute your line, please?
From the dreaded mute button mistake to a revealing Zoom call.
The whole team can see your upper thigh. Or that's
Hybrid work is here to stay. A survey of CEOs found just 4% say they'll prioritize getting workers back in the office full-time this year. Bosses more interested in keeping their workers happy than keeping cubicles staffed 9 to 5 from Monday to Friday.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
The pandemic ushering in a shift in how and where and when we work. With unemployment near a 50-year low, CEOs are desperate to retain talent.
Their bigger fear is losing good workers, not getting them into the office.
Absolutely, as it should be, because good workers are the key to driving financial results for your organization.
Each industry is a little different. Banks brought back workers 5 days a week early. Amazon told staff in November they need to be in the office 3 days a week. So did Meta. But UPS wants office workers back full-time later this spring. After all, the drivers can't work from home.
Like, why are we doing this?
On social media, plenty of griping about going into the office at all.
There's just so many options out there that don't involve people going back to the office.
But the dream of 100% work from home is fading, much like the dream of 5 full days in the office. Nearly full-time remote work has plummeted from 34% in 2022 to just 1% last year.
Get back to work.
Back to work for many in 2024 will mean getting back to work at home and in person for good.
That was Christine Romans reporting. Now, if you've been asked to return back to the office full time, a good way to request to continue working from home on some days is to show that you've made yourself more productive for the company. Well, if you think it's been cold here, take a look at what people are coping with in Canada. Record-breaking cold is taking its toll. Eggs, noodles, toilet paper. Look at this, completely frozen over in extremely low temperatures. These are images from Alberta, Canada, where temperatures hit 40 below zero on Tuesday. All right, let's get a check of our local forecast with meteorologist Stephanie Almo.
Hello, everyone. As we continue throughout the rest of this week, at least the latter part of the work week, high pressure system builds over the area. This will allow temperatures to rebound back into the low 70s in some spots, at least on Thursday. And then we'll have some clouds streaming on in. That begins to slide its way further to the east. We're keeping track of an area of low pressure out of the Pacific. Lots of moisture with it. That's going to push right on in as we head into the weekend. We can expect rounds of wet weather. And the best chances for this looks to be mainly Sunday going into Monday. That's when we're likely to see more widespread activity, and at times could be more on the moderate to heavy at times. But we will continue to see on and off wet weather as we head into Saturday through Monday across the area here. So a couple of things. What do we know so far? A few rounds of rain expected. This is a warm storm, so this is going to be, the snow levels will be a lot higher. We're looking at mainly rain for our mountain spots. And in terms of rainfall totals, at least the early estimates looks to be over an inch for most areas. Be safe out there. Stay tuned for more updates. Back to you.
A jury selection is underway in the trial of Rebecca Grossman, the co-founder of the Grossman Burn Foundation. This is video from her previous court appearance. Jury selection started Tuesday, but the judge did not allow cameras in the courtroom. Grossman is accused of hitting and killing two young brothers while speeding through a crosswalk in Westlake Village. That deadly crash happened more than 3 years ago. She's pleaded not guilty. If convicted, she could face decades in prison. Thursday's Republican presidential debate is canceled because only one candidate planned to be there. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is the only one who committed to doing it. Nikki Haley said that she would only participate if former President Trump would be there. He has skipped all of the debates during this campaign cycle. The next primary is in New Hampshire. Polls there show Nikki Haley within striking distance of Trump.
As you know, Nikki Haley in particular is counting on the Democrats and liberals to infiltrate your Republican primary. It's artificially boosting her numbers here.
We needed to be strong in Iowa. We need to get stronger in New Hampshire. We need to be even stronger than that in South Carolina. This is just about continuing to build.
New Hampshire's primary is on Tuesday. LAPD Chief Michael Moore is explaining his decision to retire for the first time since making his announcement that he's going to be stepping down next month. The chief tells us that he's hoping the police department will be under fresh leadership ahead of the 2026 World Cup and 2028 Summer Olympics in LA. Moore joined the LAPD in 1981. He served as chief since 2018 when he was appointed by then Mayor Eric Garcetti.
To the people of Los Angeles, I hope I was enough. And at the same time, know that I'm leaving a department in better hands, in a better place than I found it, and that they can have confidence that the men and women that are out there for them, and they're out there to do their very best. Give them a nod, give them a wave, let them know you care for them, that they matter to you.
Mayor Karen Bass says there will be a nationwide search to fill Moore's position. Civil rights leader and activist Dolores Wera was honored by LA County, one of 7 people celebrated at the John Anson Ford Human Relations Awards on Tuesday. Wera is 93 years old, still a powerful force for change. She co-founded the United Farm Workers Association with Cesar Chavez. Her daughter accepted the award on her behalf. The proposed high-speed rail between Southern California and Las Vegas is expected to bring thousands of new jobs to our region. Brightline West, the company in charge of the project, has started the hiring process to fill key roles. Department of Labor recently met with trade unions in both California and Nevada to discuss the hiring of 11,000 workers for construction of the new rail system. The new high-speed rail is expected to eventually create at least 1,000 permanent jobs. On-location filming here in Los Angeles took a sharp decline following last year's writers and actors strikes. This according to a new report from Film LA, dropped more than 36% in the last quarter of 2023. The report showed a total of 5,520 shoot days in the fourth quarter, and you compare that to more than 8,000 for the same period in 2022. By November 9th, both the Writers Guild of America and SAG-AFTRA Actors Union had called off their strikes after new labor agreements were reached with representatives for the studios. City of San Bernardino is looking for volunteers to help in this year's homeless count. The count helps identify the number of homeless people in the entire country. It also determines the amount of funding for local programs and communities. The count is set for January 25th. If you'd like to help, you can call the city or log onto the city's website to sign up. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and Jerry West among the star-studded crowd as the league announced the 2026 NBA AllStar Game will take place at the Clippers' new stadium. NBC4's Alex Rozier was there for the announcement.
It is my absolute privilege to announce the 2026 NBA All-Star Game will be held here in Inglewood at this brand new Intuit Dome. Congratulations, everyone.
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver helped break the news that the 75th NBA All-Star Game will be played in Inglewood, an event expected to bring in more than $350 million to the region.
Not only will the games be distributed in over 200 countries, partners of the league, basketball fans from around the world will come here as well.
But as the excitement builds, the work continues as crews try to get the dome done.
We want this to be the penultimate basketball experience on the planet. As good as it gets, the pinnacle, the peak.
Clippers chairman Steve Ballmer said the stadium will be finished in June and concerts can start in August. The Intuit Dome will feature 5 basketball courts and this Halo board, the largest ever double-sided Halo screen in an arena. Ballmer says they'll have the dome more than ready for the All-Star Game.
We are appreciative that the league gave us a year to get our act together so that we can be not just perfect, but perfect
In recent years, Inglewood hosted the College Football National Championship and a Super Bowl at SoFi, and the mayor is excited about hosting even more big events in the years ahead.
Between 2026 and 2028, we'll have the World Olympic Games, Super Bowl 61, and the ultimate basketball competition, the NBA AllStar Game. There is no city in the history of the world that it has had 3 international events in 3 consecutive years.
There's a lot to look forward to, and Chairman Balmer and Commissioner Silver have taken a seat, and they are ready to take it all in. When the Intuit Dome welcomes the NBA's best in 2026. I'm Alex Rozier, NBC4 News.
Well, Governor Newsom says he does not support a ban on tackle football for kids. State lawmakers are considering a bill that would prohibit kids under the age of 12 from playing tackle football in an organization or league. Supporters of the bill say it is a safety issue. The governor says he is concerned about the safety of young athletes, but does not believe a ban is the answer. An historic move, the Olympics announced a beer brand as a global sponsor for the very first time. The International Olympic Committee is teaming up with Anheuser-Busch InBev. Instead of using an established beer, the company will promote its alcohol-free Corona Cero. The non-alcoholic beer will be featured at this year's Paris 2024 Games, the 2026 Winter Games, and the 2028 Summer Games, which, of course, will be held right here in LA. And beginning this Sunday through January 28th, you can enjoy the rich flavors of African, African-American, and Caribbean cuisine in and around Long Beach. It is part of Long Beach's 3rd annual Black Restaurant Week. And to kick off the week of delicious food, 4 local chefs visited the Long Beach Rescue Mission Samaritan House to cook up some great food. The Coachella Music Festival is out with its 2024 lineup, and this year's headliners include a surprise reunion with a band from Orange County. No Doubt is going to take the stage at this year's festival. The band, featuring singer Gwen Stefani, has not performed together in nearly a decade. Other headliners include Lana Del Rey, Tyler the Creator, Doja Cat. Coachella happens 2 weekends in April. Pre-sale tickets go on sale Friday. We can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune in to Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. That's where we bring you all the day's headlines. Thanks again for watching The Rundown.